All right. I don't know if we're live yet. Yes, we are. Welcome. Welcome to the Chuck Jones Show live talk radio
Good evening.
just for Steve. You didn't know it was talk radio just for you, did you, Steve?
Sometimes you gotta be the big baller, shot caller.
That's right. So, yeah, no extracurricular activities before the show starts tonight like we did last week. So we're just gonna roll right into it. Get this puppy started.
You ever say to yourself, you have too many tabs open?
Only when I'm doing this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
not just not just tabs, windows, and screens. If I counted them all for you right now, it would take up too much time. So
we're dubbing this episode the Steve Show.
This is the Steve Show. Yep. Hashtag Steve Talks. So
hashtag Steve Talks. Yes.
All right. So here we go. You ready? All quiet on the set.
I should be telling you that.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
You're listening to The Chuck Jones Show. Talk radio just for you. This is an iHeartRadio podcast. And now, quarantined away somewhere in Northeast Ohio, live from the Discount Wheelie Studio, here's your hosts, Chuck Jones and Steve.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right. Welcome to the Chuck Jones Show. Welcome
Start.
to the Chuck Jones Show. Talk radio just for you. We are live. We are live all over the planet on Facebook, YouTube, and the Podbean app. And you can call us at 330-474-9833. That is 330-474-9833. We got a great show lined up for you tonight. We're going to talk about what happens if you get a 4-hour erection when you're on COVID. And Steve's going to talk about the rest of the night. Don't you remember the teaser from last week?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I remember.
I think I remember.
Yeah,
now.
man suffers 4-hour erection with COVID-19. You got the coronavirus, and you got a 4-hour erection. So we're going to find out what the deal with that is, and then that might take up 10 minutes, and then Steve's going to talk for 50 minutes. So hashtag Steve Talks. Steve Talks tonight, because Chuck's been talking way too much the last few weeks. And even though it's my show, as you all know,
I don't make the rules.
as you all know, listening to my show the last few weeks, I've gone off the deep end in the conspiratorial world with Q and all this stuff going on. And
Off the grid.
I've been living on Twitter for the most part. But something happened this weekend, Steve. Kind of pulled the reins back a little bit.
Whoa.
Yeah. An old friend of mine from back in my mid to late 20s, when I was living in California and playing in bands and stuff. A very good friend of mine. I would have called him my best friend at the time. We hadn't seen each other in probably 25 years. So it's not like, geez, how much do you change in 25 years? But anyway, he sent me a text, a direct messenger message.
Text about direct message.
No, he sent me a message. Sorry, I'm old manning out here. So he sent me a message and basically just he really was upset, and he really, really tore me apart about my Facebook posts that I've been throwing up there.
About all your Facebook posts, or about a specific Facebook post?
Well, all of them in the last week. They've all been very, anti-Black Lives Matter and coronavirus is a scam, kind of, the conspiracy stuff. but on Facebook, I've been holding back, to be honest with you. But anyway,
compared to Twitter.
right. So make a long story short, the next day he messaged me again. I actually replied with, "Man, I'm sorry. You know, I didn't mean to offend you. You're probably right," because he basically was saying, you know, I shouldn't be doing that. And then the next day he messaged me and he kind of apologized, but basically explained why he was so upset. And then we texted back and forth for quite a while. So it's all good. But it just
this must be a really good friend to be able to break the shell of the queue to get to you.
Well,
it must have been a really good friend.
It wasn't just him. Other people have been making comments, not to the point of that he did, but yeah, other people have just been saying, you know, even my wife and kids have been saying, you know, I can't remember exactly what they've saying, and nothing. It's making me realize that I'm gone. And then I think one of the final straws was Earl, a friend of mine named Earl. He's
Not
like
Earl, but another Earl.
Another Earl, yeah. He's like,
okay.
Tell me about this Q thing, man. I've heard about it. I want to know about it. So I started telling him about it. He's like, I don't know, man. That seems really out there. And I'm like, look, there's a video I watched. I don't know if I mentioned this on the show. I think I did. There's a video I watched. It's over 2 hours long. I watched the whole thing. You'll believe once you watch this. I can't find that video anywhere. Nowhere. I spent literally probably 3 hours over the last couple of days trying to find that video. So it's gone. So I can't find any other videos that even remotely explain it as well and as intelligent as that video did. So everything else I find is really riddled with some of the crazy conspiracy stuff. But anyway, he basically he's saying to, dude, you're out there, you know, you're gone.
Far left.
Yeah, far right, too far right.
I don't know which one's which.
Get your directions.
Always say
Get your directions straight. But anyway,
I'd say the right one that is the one that comes out first.
The right one is the one that comes out first.
So far left was the right one for this one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you're wrong. But anyway, well, basically, if you go far enough left or right, don't you come back around?
You do make a full circle.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, isn't it? Mm. All right, we're live on Podbean. Thanks, Rest Stops in the house. Appreciate you tuning in again. He's one of our best Podbeaners. And
I'm gonna have to find this guy and thank him for this. You know, I thought miracles, you don't see him often, but I think this is a modern day miracle.
That Rest Stop's been listening all this time?
No, your friend pierced the wall of the queue.
Well, you know, the Q thing is, here's the thing about Q. At its base, at the base of the story, like the basic part of it, not all the fringe stuff, it's believable. It's believable. You know, there could be somebody in the government that's working with Trump to do something, right? That's not far-fetched. It's just all the stuff that's branched off from the Q conspiracy theories, because there's so much. I mean, you could talk for hours and hours, really, about the crazy stuff that people think might be real. Mm-hmm. And it's got to the point where even on Twitter, I'm like, I'm tweeting things now. I'm saying, whoa, back it down a notch. You know what I mean? Because the problem is now there's this little bit of truth, but there's so much baloney now that the average person's going to hear the baloney and they're not going to believe the truth. So, but speaking of Q, Twitter is banning Q. Twitter is now going to be taking down accounts and tweets that talk about Q because they are Nazi censors. It's unbelievable, Steve. Their whole basis of taking it down is that there's going to be violence in real life against people of opposing views of Q, should I say real Americans. But what's funny is I've never heard one story. I've never heard anything about anybody on the far right attacking anybody on the far left because of what they said. It's the opposite. It's the complete opposite. It's the people on the left that are attacking. They're out. They're rioting in the streets right now, probably. Gloria's Jonas on Facebook.
Facebook.
And is Anchor in the house? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Anchor's in the house. Can't
Got the
wait
crew.
for the show to crash, probably about 30 minutes. Anchor, I've made some more settings to the OBS, so we'll see what happens. I'm not going to count on it. I'm watching the stream on Facebook right now. It doesn't look good. None of it looks good. It's all choppy. That's it. I'm done
It
podcasting.
does look a little bit choppy. I wonder why that is.
No idea. I've changed it. I've changed all the frame rates and bit rates down to lower so that, I changed it so it should be better, but I don't care. Let's just do the show. So, this is Steve Talks night, and but before Steve talks, we're going to talk about. No, you know what? Go ahead. Why don't you do a story or do something, then we'll come back to this 4-hour erection later.
No, I'm ready for the erection. This has been a week in the making.
You're ready for the erection, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
If you are listening and you want to talk about a 4-hour erection, call us at 330-474-9833 or on the Podbean app. So, yeah,
Maybe you've had a personal experience with it.
I have not. But this is dated July 2nd, 2020. Man suffers 4-hour erection with coronavirus. This is not one of the 12 COVID-19 symptoms listed on the Center for Disease Control Prevention website, which is probably 100 now. But an American Journal of Emergency Medicine published a case report of a 62-year-old man with COVID-19 coronavirus infection who had an erection that lasted for 4 hours. I'd say at that age you'd be happy that you have one at all, right? Right, Steve?
Right.
Am I right, Steve?
62.
If you have ever listened to a Viagra commercial, you'll know that an erection lasting for more than 4 hours is not a good thing. It's way beyond the this is exciting stage. After all, nothing is that exciting for more than 4 hours. Now, the joke I've always heard is if you have an erection lasting more than 4 hours, find more women. Have you heard that joke, Steve?
No.
Have you heard any jokes related to
A 4-hour erection.
the Viagra if you have an erection lasting for more than 4 hours? Do you have any exciting jokes for us?
For that, no, that's a very serious situation. I can't make fun of people who need such a pill to help them out. I can't make fun of that. It's a sensitive area.
You're a good man. So instead, it is a condition called priapism, which the Mayo Clinic defines as prolonged erection of the penis. I wonder how they came up with that.
Priapism.
As opposed to a prolonged erection of the armpit. As the American Urological Association describes, there are two general types of priapism. There's eccesis priapism, in which blood can't leave the penis, and non-eccesis priapism, in which blood flow to the penis isn't regulated very well. Sounds like a government problem. But anyway, blood in the blood vessels of the penis. I know I'm saying the P word a lot. This is a family show, but it is a medical term. We're not being vulgar here.
They teach us that in school.
I could say something else like blood in the vessels of the pee-pee. Would that be better, or the wee-wee?
That's a little more derogatory.
Is it? So just stick with penis. It's not like the horse in the barn. You want the blood to continue to leave the pee-pee to maintain blood flow, and thus oxygen delivery to the wee-wee. Therefore,
How are you speaking French?
Therefore, eccesis priapism is a medical emergency because your wanker can't stand being erect that long, and tissue damage may result. So they never tell you in the Viagra commercials what will happen if you have an erection lasting more than 4 hours. A team, and they give a list of a bunch of foreign names that I could not pronounce, for the Center of Hospitalité de Versailles in La Chance, France, near Paris, authorized the case report. They described how the man first saw his doctor for a fever, dry cough, diarrhea, and feeling yucky. He apparently had been apparently in otherwise good health. The doctor prescribed him some antibiotics, but 2 days later, the man started having severe shortness of breath. He eventually went into respiratory failure and had to be admitted to the hospital and placed on a ventilator. This is getting serious now. The man's blood pressure plummeted too, requiring intravenous fluids and medications to maintain proper blood pressure. Of note, a computed tomography, a CT scan of his chest showed what was described as a crazy paving pattern in his lungs, which is an interesting description. Your doctor should never utter the sentence, your CT is normal except for the crazy paving pattern. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. In fact, crazy paving pattern tends to be a bad thing, whether it's on your driveway or in your lungs. This would be funnier if I was reading it better, wouldn't it? I didn't realize this.
I mean, you're doing your best.
I didn't realize there was going to be jokes in the story. You know, I mean, most writers don't do jokes. So anyway, testing a fluid sample for the patient's lungs found a severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus 2, SARS-CoV-2, the cause of COVID-19. Okay, wait a minute. Does that mean he didn't have it? He had SARS? So they get so confusing with all these different diseases, don't they, Steve?
That's very strange.
Very strange. According to the case report, the physical examination revealed previously unidentified priapism. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, and I don't care. This basically meant that no one had noticed an erection before the physical exam. Of course, when someone is having difficulty breathing, that person's penis may not be the first thing that you look at, unless he is doing something very unusual to make it difficult to breathe.
Jeez.
Wow.
I don't have PTSD of this.
So it is not clear how long the erection may have been going on before the physical exam. Doctors tried putting an ice pack on his wiener, but that didn't topple the problem. When the problem got close to being 4 hours long, wait a minute. When the problem got close to being 4 hours long, oh, never mind. The doctors decided to erect a plane. This guy's, whoever wrote this story is really vying for a spot on a stand-up stage.
I'm scared.
Yeah, me too. But I'm going to keep reading.
All right, do it.
Fortunately, it wasn't too hard of a problem to solve. They stuck a needle. Oh, no. They stuck a needle into the blood vessels of his willy. This wasn't done for fun because needles and wieners and fun don't go together. They don't go together like sewage and bed sheets. Rather, are you scared? Are you scared, Steve? Steve's scared. Rather, they wanted to sample the blood for testing.
Oh, good. They just yanked blood out of his wonker?
Yeah, right out of there.
Jeez.
You know, I had a vasectomy. So I know what it's like.
Conversation starter.
I know it's that's usually right up at the top of the list whenever I enter a room at a party. I'm like, hey, I'm Chuck. I had a vasectomy. What are you working with? What are you dealing with? That's what I like. But
that's an outpatient thing, right? So you get in, you get zapped, and you're gone.
It is, and 90% of people have it with general anesthetic, and while they're awake, I had to be put to sleep.
Whoa, you put to sleep?
I had to be put to sleep because during my initial, you go in for a consultation, and they sit you down, and they have to, by law, describe the whole procedure to you. And I told the doc, I'm like, I don't need to hear this. I'll pass out. He goes, no, I have to tell you. I'm sorry. So he's telling me, and I'm like turning white and like almost falling over. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to recommend that you be put to sleep for this. So I was. How long were
you out for? 30 minutes?
Well, I think I was out for more than that, for a few hours.
Oh, wow. Holy.
We got a gold member in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Brown's joined us on the Podbeaner, and he said he had a blast with his, and I'm guessing he meant a vasectomy and not a 4-hour erection.
Could be both.
Yeah,
could be both at the same time.
It could be, yes. I don't know about that, but anyway. So back to the story. The reason why I even even mentioned that was because I always vowed my whole life that there would be 3 things that no one never got down near my wanker, and that is needles, knives, and fire. And unfortunately, you get to have all 3 of those down there when you have a vasectomy.
Oh!
Yeah, because the needle is the anesthetic, the knife cuts you open, and they cauterize your little wanker noodles or whatever's
No! God, please, no! No! No!
So back to the story.
No!
Priapism can be a very painful condition, so can having needles stuck in your wiener. But the patient was on the ventilator and thus sedated throughout the whole ordeal. Okay, all right. I'm feeling a little better for this guy now. Dr. Brown, who just joined, we're talking about a coronavirus or someone who had a similar disease. We're not sure to coronavirus had a 4-hour erection because of the disease. Well, we're not sure if it's because of the disease yet. We're still reading. The blood sample had dark blood clots and high carbon dioxide and low oxygen content. This was consistent with ischemic or low flow priapism. Ischemia basically means not getting enough blood to a certain body part. Blood was probably not flowing out of his penis due to a blood clot blocking the exit. When blood stays in the same place and can't return to the lungs, it is depleted of oxygen and loaded more and more with carbon dioxide. I don't know if I want to read the rest of this because it's getting long. I didn't know it was this. Well, it's not that long. I just want to know, was it because of coronavirus? Because it's not sounding like it. Does it sound like it to you, Steve?
I am still stuck on what you said earlier. So give me a little bit of time.
Yeah, this effect is not listed in the CDC website, and because he says right here, he's talking about the blood clots. He had blood clots in his penis. Anyway, let's go on. The doctors injected medication, ethylurifrine, into his willy. This medication can stimulate the sympathetic nerves in that area, which in turn can relax the blood vessels in the penis. Sympathetic nerves are part of your sympathetic nerve system, and not nerves.
Yes, sympathetic nerves.
And not nerves that are sympathetic to you having an erection for 4 hours. Things then calmed down, so to speak. They also gave him 40 milligrams of blood thinner and azathioprine twice a day to help prevent any further blood clots. Eventually, after 14 days, the doctors were able to take him off the ventilator. Why did the man have blood clots, given that he didn't have any history of blood clots prior to COVID-19? Well, there continues to be more and more reports of patients with COVID-19 coronavirus infections suffering blood clots. This phenomenon was already noticed back in April, as in this CBS Evening News report, which we're not going to even talk about. COVID-19 may be resulting in blood clots for 3 reasons, Steve. Here we go.
3 reasons.
One is blood hyper. There's too many big words in this.
You're scaring me.
It is. One is blood hyperviscosity, which means the blood essentially gets stickier, keeping it from flowing as smoothly. When your immune system reacts to the virus, it can result in more white blood cells and chemicals in your blood, making your blood thicker and stickier. Pushing stickier blood through the vessels can be like pushing peanut butter up your nose. It can get stuck.
Yikes.
Yeah. Another is hypercoagulability. Gosh, everyone.
What was that one more time?
Hypercoagulability. Everybody that's listening to this show right now is so making fun of me. That's all right.
You've welcome to welcome to the Steve Penis Show.
The Steve Talks Penis Show. The third is epithelial dysfunction. The endothelium is the layer of cells lining the inner of your blood cell. The chemicals produced by your immune reaction can also lead to these cells being damaged. Such damage can make it easier for blood clots to form. So there is a decent chance, Steve, that COVID-19 led to this man's standing problem. This case report showed yet another potential complication that can further contribute to COVID-19 being a stiff uphill battle. Still think that COVID-19 is not a big deal? I'm not going to answer that question because people are so upset about it when you even broach the subject that COVID-19 is not as big a deal as they're making it out to be. So there you go, Steve. Add that to the list. Everybody listening right now, add that to the list of COVID-19 reactions. 4-hour erection.
Let me tell you something. I never want to hear that story again in my life. Throw it away.
Well, you won't have to. You won't have to.
Throw it away.
So Dr. Brown is texting me while I'm doing a show. He's on.
Can you believe the audacity?
He's on listening to the show right now on Podbean Live, which anyone can do. Download the Podbean app. Or you can call us at 330-474-9833. He's texting me about ammo deals, which is great. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but he's ruining the flow of things.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he? I don't think he is. I don't think he is at all.
Penis
yeah.
flow.
Oh, okay. Wow, good one, buddy. Oh, sorry, shouldn't have texted him. Yeah. So there you go. This is the first time ever as a podcaster that I said one week that I was going to talk about something and actually talked about it the next week.
Also, this is the first time as a podcaster when you said you were only going to talk for 10 minutes and talk for 25 minutes.
I'm sorry, man. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome to the show my co-host, only known as Steve. Only known as
Steve.
Whoa, wrong one. See,
15 minutes later.
I was messing around before the show, and I meant to do this. Is my co-host known as Steve. Steve. Take it away.
So anticlimactic compared to when you first started talking.
Yeah, that's like the show. The show is anticlimactic.
Not true.
No, you know how I know it is? If you look at our download numbers, when we first started the show, like week 1, 2, and 3, the downloads were here. They've just slowly been going down and down.
That's because we started on top of a mountain. Okay,
Well,
people
okay.
gotta get off the mountain sometime.
All right, well, I appreciate
the terrain is too rocky for them. You know.
I appreciate the
Guess
kind
what?
words. What's that?
Guess there's the next peak. So, you know.
I know.
All right, so done with the penis talk.
We are
I'll
done with
talk
the
about
4-hour
some
erection
things.
top. Really quick, Steve, before you take over,
Oh my god!
just wanted to welcome Linda and Michelle and Gloria to Facebook. That's all I wanted to do. I like to welcome people to the show. I really appreciate people listening. And Dr.
It's
Brown and Rest Stop.
27 minutes.
Okay, so Steve, take it away.
Holy jamoly.
Let me know when you want me to play that video.
Yeah, well, first of all,
Yeah.
we got to talk about an important issue that is going to affect the entire state of Ohio tomorrow night at 6:00. I'm surprised this wasn't the very first thing that you talked about, actually. But thank goodness you
I
did.
was leaving it to you.
Good. 30 minutes later. So today, our gracious governor, the one who has been seen in many magazines and articles because he's so amazing, apparently is what they say, first last week, he did a TV special at 5:30 so we could all gather around the TV and he can tell us, hey, please wear a mask because things are looking bad. And less than 7 days later, he says, hey, this is today, tomorrow, you guys, so Thursday, everyone needs to wear a mask at 6:00.
And everybody knew that was coming.
That whole plea and that whole nice little presentation you did last week was just kind of like, hey, it doesn't matter. You guys are wearing masks, mandatory next week. So tomorrow's going to be a great day, 6:00.
Well, you know,
We're gonna mass up.
For those of us that live in Summit County, we've been doing that for a week now anyway. So
True.
welcome to our world.
But people aren't completely following the rules, so you guys are still wrong in Summit County. So thank you.
I mean, here's the thing: it's not an enforceable law on the general public, but what they can do is shut businesses down that don't enforce it.
Yeah.
So
but also businesses can report you for trespassing if you don't leave, and then the cops can come and you can be arrested for not wearing a mask.
Criminal trespassing is what they're going to call it.
Right.
Because essentially, even
that's the only way you can get the cops called on you.
Right. But even before any government agency mandated it, like Walmart started mandating it, it's their store. They can do whatever they want. Like they already
private property.
Right. Of course, Walmart doesn't. I mean, they let people walk around in there in pajamas and, you know, all kinds of stuff. Terrible things. But anyway. Yeah, I mean, they could have done that before, but now the business is going to be motivated to enforce it, because if somebody from the health department comes around, they could get fined or shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And actually, my city decided to late last week say, hey, we don't care what's going on. Just our specific city is going to have a citywide mandate, which was kind of crazy because there's some stores doing it. The state's not doing it, but this city is doing it.
Right.
So yesterday I was walking around our downtown area with a mask on, 85, 88 degrees, completely drenched in sweat because I didn't realize how much heat those masks keep
Well,
when you go for a long walk.
You don't have to wear it when you're walking outside.
Well, it is required if you're in an area that you cannot be 6 feet apart, and there were a lot of people out and about downtown.
I got you.
So we just played it safe. Although we took advantage of the new system that they have in our city that allows you to take alcoholic beverages outside in the downtown area only, called Dora, which is like drinkable outside reusable alcohol, something like that, probably. Who knows?
Dora the Explorer.
And
Yeah, so we drank a bunch of stuff outside, and it was cool. But let me tell you what, those masks outside plus heat plus walking, that's no joke. That's not a fun game to play.
That's ridiculous. You know, this thing
I'm
is not
excited.
it's not going to end well.
No,
It's not going to end well.
that just means there's going to be more Karen videos. So that's why I'm like kind of excited.
That's
for this
true.
mandate.
That's true. We are going to see a lot of Karen videos.
Hey, well, that's not political.
What? What'd they say?
Michelle said, "I can't believe I brought up something political." Are masks political?
Very political. What are you talking about? Very.
How's that? It's just a health thing. It's not
Oh
a
no,
political
it's
thing.
very political.
How?
Because, okay, I'm trying to think how to explain this to you quickly. Not that you don't understand
Yeah,
this or know it.
don't take over too much.
Right. I don't want to take too much of Steve talk time. Essentially, a lot of people believe that the coronavirus is, yes, a disease, and yes, it's bad, but it isn't any worse than a lot of other diseases, and it's been used as a political weapon from the very beginning for the deep state to keep control of their power and get rid of Trump. So the people that see it that way, they see all these regulations as government overreach. And
Gotcha.
and a governor saying you have to wear a mask all the time
He is the emperor.
is like, well, who made you the emperor? You know,
There is a Twitter called Emperor Mike DeWine. By the
is
way.
there?
Yeah, you probably enjoy that.
I follow the actual Mike DeWine on Twitter, just
Oh,
so
good.
I know what's going on. And I actually tweeted back to him today, just 2 words, no, 3 words.
You rock. You rock socks.
No, I tweeted, "This is propaganda," because what they did today in that press conference was propaganda, bull crap propaganda. But anyway, I don't want to take any more time. But that's why
now I feel bad because I actually did have one political thing to appease you, but now I guess I have 2 political things. That sucks.
Yeah, the masks are very political. Let me ask you this before we move on from the mask, Steve.
Okay.
Would you? What if they mandate a vaccine? How would you feel about that?
I guess I would take it? Question mark. We gotta take shots all the time, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about something that's been rushed and people are not sure about it. It's very iffy. What I'm saying is, if they say that you got to get a card that says you were vaccinated before you could go into the grocery store, because they could do the same thing they're doing right now. They slowly got us used to the masks, and now they're mandating it. So they could do the same thing with vaccines and say if you don't get a vaccine, and then it'll be you should get it, and then everybody should get it, and then it'll be no, you all have to get it, and now it's going to be you can't let it be in your store if they don't show their vaccine ID.
Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. I would pull out my black card and my vaccine ID at the same time.
Speaking of the black card, during the press conference, because I did listen.
No, not today. The one today from Trump?
Yeah, no, not Trump. DeWine.
Okay,
He was
I got some from Trump.
He was very. He said, this mask mandate's going down, and then he was very specific about if you have a health condition, you don't have to wear it. And then he was very. I thought he was very adamant to say you can't ask people about their health conditions.
Right.
So basically,
Yeah,
he's given an out. You're going to go to the store now, and you're going to see a lot of people with health conditions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And 10-year-old and younger. I heard him say that too.
Yeah, 10
Which I don't
years
think
younger.
he said that before.
Yeah, 10 years and younger don't have to wear it in Ohio. Michigan did 5 years. Michigan's doing 5 and under.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
yeah, this is going to get a lot worse between now and the election in November, and we'll see what happens then. We should do a special election night show, Steve.
Sure. No one will tune in except me and you.
It wouldn't matter because the results won't be final for months. Because it's going to be a battle. It's going to be worse than the hanging chads from the early 2000s.
My vote's for Kanye.
Kanye for president, baby. All right.
Okay, so last political thing, because I thought I only had one political thing, but I thought you would find this interesting. I said I'm going to show Chuck something he probably didn't see, and this will tickle your political pickle. I guess I've done two things now,
Wow.
so we'll make this one quick.
That kind of relates to the coronavirus story, the erection story.
It's true. 4 hours. It's going to be a 4-hour pickle. So Trump's conference today, the very last question, he was asked something about Barack Obama as president or something like that. Again, ADD, so I don't really take in everything, but I did take in his final statement before he dropped the mic at the end of the conference. This is what he says. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Can I ask you this? Was this a coronavirus
today
press conference?
it ended at like 6 o'clock.
Okay, but it was the subject was coronavirus.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
But this is a general statement. He said that he has done more for Black Americans than any other person ever besides Abraham Lincoln.
Any other president?
Any other person than Abraham Lincoln.
That's well. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt that he meant to say president.
You think he meant to say president?
Well, I mean, maybe. No, actually, I don't. Knowing Donald Trump.
I think he meant to say
yeah,
person.
knowing Donald Trump, he meant to say person. He's a cocky. He's a cocky
I said
SOB.
to myself, to my wife, I said, I've been thanking the wrong people. I should have been thanking Donald Trump.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. He has done. I think he has done more for Black people since Abraham Lincoln as president.
President.
That's actually not even that's not even that debatable. There's facts. You could look it up. People want to deny it and they want to say all this, but there is tons of stories of the stuff he's been doing since he was young for all kinds of people, not just Black people. There was in the early 80s, I believe it was, they opened a golf club where he lived in Florida. I can't remember the name of the city, but
Miami.
Somebody opened it. No, it wasn't Miami. Somebody opened a golf club and they were not letting Jews and Blacks in. Apparently, you could still do that back then. He went in and forced them to change that. He's done that's just one of a list of things that he's done for all kinds of other people throughout his life. And I'm not saying
he's in second place.
But to say you've done more for Black people than any other person than Lincoln, I would say there's more people. Like Lincoln wouldn't even be number 2. Not even close as far as.
Trump's number 2, Lincoln's number 1.
Okay, Lincoln wouldn't be number 1. If you're talking about people, that's you. How would you even answer? You wouldn't even know. I mean, who could you?
Look, that's what he said. I'm just saying. See, I'm tickling your political pickle.
Right,
that's all I want to do.
Tickling my political pickle. That sounds kind of gay, actually. That sounds kind of gay. Just so you know. That
sounds gay?
How dare you?
Tickling my political pickle?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds a little on the gay side. Just a little. But that's all right.
That's a good teaser for our next segment, Steakhouse or Gay Bar.
Oh, Steakhouse or Gay Bar, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cue the music.
Cue the music, and here is Steakhouse or Gay Bar.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
Sorry.
That's pretty good.
I don't have any music queued up because we can't play copyrighted music on this show.
That's a good point. Now, the quiz I have it in quiz format.
Okay.
And there are 44 questions in this quiz.
Wow, that seems like a lot.
That is a lot. I'm not sure how deep I want to go into the quiz.
You're still using innuendos from the original stories. Unbelievable.
Get it?
Yeah, get it.
Wow. But I figured maybe we could do 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 or 44. Who knows? Okay.
Sounds good.
So
Let's do it.
We'll go back to back 10 and 10, and we'll see who can win.
Okay,
Cue the music.
Let me ask you this first, though.
Cue the music.
Why you pulling me? I'm right.
How are we playing against each other when can't you see the answers?
No, I can't see the answers.
Okay, all right. We'll go on the honor system here, I guess. That you can't see the answers.
I promise you, I cannot see the answers.
Okay.
I only see so I could lie to you and say you got one wrong just to put me up. Like,
You wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
You're not that kind of person.
I'm not that kind of guy.
You're not. You didn't even know that the mask thing was political.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really connect those two dots, but today we got a line, so that's good.
Yep.
All right, cue the music.
Cue the music. All right.
Time to play.
Asking for your financial support.
That's not it.
Okay,
you're
do you
up
need me to
first.
do you need me to get music? Because I could do it.
No, we're good. You're up first.
It will only take a second.
The Silver Rail.
Steakhouse or gay bar? The Silver Rail. I'm gonna go with steakhouse.
Steakhouse. Okay, now I realize we're on a delay on other platforms, so I want
Right.
to give it. I guess how long is your delay? 2 seconds?
It should only be 6 seconds, maybe.
Oh, 6 seconds.
But I don't know what it is. What I'm looking at here looks like only about 2 seconds.
Okay, all right. So I know that Anchor and Michelle are pretty fast. The Silver Rail.
I'm going with steakhouse.
Is that a steakhouse or a gay bar? Okay, Anchor says steakhouse. You say stankhouse.
Steakhouse.
Steakhouse.
You can't say stankhouse, then
survey.
we're getting confused.
All right, so let's click on steakhouse. What do we got? Oh, it's a gay bar.
Oh,
Congratulations. You're a
now
failure.
that is a tough one, but I can imagine people saying, "Let's go to the Silver Rail."
that seemed too obvious, like a gay bar. That's why I went with steakhouse. Like my initial thought was gay bar, and I thought, no, that's too obvious.
That's why this is a tough quiz.
I should just go with my first instinct.
Let's do it.
All right.
How about this one?
So, wait,
The-
are you keeping score or am I?
Right now you're 0-1. I don't have anything to write with. Can you keep score?
Yeah, I'll keep score.
This is the Steve Talk Show, so
Steve Talks, hashtag.
Steve Talk. All right, next one. The Tally Ho Tavern. Gay bar or steakhouse?
Are you asking me,
Tally ho.
or is this for you?
This is you'll do 10 and I'll do 10.
Oh, okay,
so
10 in a row. Gotcha.
this is
Okay,
you.
I'm gonna go with the Tally Ho Tavern, gay bar.
Gay bar. Ooh, okay. We'll give it a couple seconds to see what the YouTube says.
I'm just going with my my gut instinct from now on. The first thing I think of.
Gay bar, and we're gonna click on gay bar. Oh, Anchor says steakhouse. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's a gay bar.
Yeah,
Correct.
I got one right.
1-1. Sorry, Anchor. Oh, this one is tough.
A lot of innuendos
next-
tonight.
The next one is knock.
Just knock.
Just
How do you
knock.
spell it?
Knock.
I think that's pretty.
Gay bar or
I think that's
steakhouse?
pretty easily a gay bar.
Easily a gay bar.
I'm going to say gay bar. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ooh, Michelle said steakhouse earlier. She was also wrong. But for this one, knock. You said we're for knock, gay bar?
Gay bar. Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here. It is a gay bar. sir.
Yes,
Very
yes.
good.
Correct.
That's 2 for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Anchor got that right. Very good. Next one is envy. Envy.
Envy.
Ooh, do you envy steaks or do you envy another? I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Envy, as in envy and jealousy, like
ENVY.
ENVY. Envy. I'm gonna go with gay bar.
Envy.
I'm going with gay bar. Yep.
Oh, it is a steakhouse.
Oh, come on.
Envy the Steakhouse.
Congratulations. You're a failure.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 2 points at this point.
Anchor says there used to be a club Envy in Philly, but it was just a regular nightclub. Ah, yes, very good. Okay, the next one is the Brazen Head.
The Brazen Head. That could literally be either. I mean, I'm going to go with gay bar.
Gay bar.
I'm going with gay bar.
Brazen Head.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Can I change it? Can I change it?
Sure.
I'm going with steakhouse.
Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Brazen Head Steakhouse.
Brazen Head gay bar is just, it's too brazen.
It is a steakhouse.
It is a
Very good.
steakhouse, yes.
Very good.
Glad I changed it.
Mhm.
Are you keeping track of how many you're asking? Because I'm not.
I think that was, oh God.
I got 3 right. I think I got 3 wrong.
Okay, so we'll say that's 6.
6, yeah, okay. So I'll keep track of how many you're asking because I thought you were.
Okay.
This is number 7.
Yes. Okay. The Cork in Cleaver.
The Cork and Cleaver Steakhouse.
Steakhouse?
Steakhouse.
All right. Michelle said that for the last one, that's a dumb name for a steakhouse.
The Brazen
The Cork
Head.
and Cleaver is. You said steakhouse.
I said steakhouse.
It is a steakhouse.
Yes.
Very good. So this is the question number 8.
Number 8.
How far back are these guys? Who knows? It is Cut. C-U-T.
Cut. Steakhouse. Cut.
C-U-T.
Gay bar. Cut. I'm going to have to go with steakhouse.
Steakhouse?
Steakhouse, yep.
You're correct.
Yeah, I'm doing good at this
Very
game.
good. Number 9.
Number 9.
Madison Pub.
Madison Pub. That is easy. Super easy. Gay bar.
Whoa, I was not expecting you to say that.
Yep.
Madison Pub. Let's see if it's a gay bar.
It's a gay bar.
Whoa, you're right.
It's a gay bar.
Correct.
Damn.
I'm definitely going to catch a lot of heat for this. Guy knows his gay bars.
Yeah, you know, a lot of good gay bars around town, huh?
The Madison Pub. That's the place to be on a Friday night.
All right. Dickie Brennan's.
Dickie Brennan's. Been there. Great steakhouse.
You have not been there.
I've been there.
Really?
Well, you'll find out when you reveal the answer.
All right, you said steakhouse?
That's right. Best steak in
Oh my God, you're right.
yeah, best steak in New Orleans.
Correct.
You've been there.
Been there several times. Dickie Brennan's.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's right next to the Ruby Slipper Cafe. Wait, how did you know it was in New Orleans? It is in New Orleans.
No, you're kidding. You're kidding because I just picked a city out of nowhere.
It is in New Orleans.
Oh my gosh. I could have just left that and you would have been like, I should have let that one ride.
I'm looking at the map at chaotic New Orleans.
I should have let that ride. Because I told you I'd been there, said it was the best steak in New Orleans. You'd have been like, I guess Jack's been there.
Ooh, there's a cigar factory right there. You love that.
Sounds like a good place to visit. Too bad it'll all be
Alright.
shut down here in a couple months. Oh.
So you got
I got
5?
7. I got 7 out of 10. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yep. I missed
Okay.
like 3 at the beginning there, and then I was on a roll at the end because I know my steakhouse and gay bars.
Okay, 168 York Street. That's for me, correct?
What?
You did your 10, right?
Yeah, so it's your turn.
Okay, my turn. Okay, so
Yep.
168 York Street.
That's the name of it?
That's the name of it.
168 York Street. Sounds like more like an address.
I think I'm gonna go gay bar. It is a gay bar.
It is a gay bar.
Correct.
Hell yeah. Okay. Tavern on Kamak.
Tavern on Camac. How do you spell Camac?
Camac.
Tavern on Camac. See, I'm not going to help you because I'm like I said, I know my gay bars, so.
You do know them well.
I do. I know steak.
Well, tavern's in the name, so it has to be a steakhouse.
No, not necessarily, but it could be. I mean, the tavern is just a bar.
I'm going steakhouse. I'm wrong. Holy.
Yeah,
God,
I would have went
wrong.
with gay bar on that one.
It was a gay bar. Wow.
Congratulations. You're a failure.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Cash in with 2 N's. Country.
Seems pretty easy to me. It's pretty obvious.
Cash in. I'm gonna go gay bar. Hey, I was right.
Yeah.
Correct!
That was a tough one.
That was easy. Easy gay bar.
It was not easy.
Yeah.
Freddy's.
That's it. Just Freddy's.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
just Freddy's.
That's just a 50-50 shot there.
It's just Freddy's.
I know which way I would lean, but I don't want to help you because I'm too good at this.
I feel like Freddy's Steakhouse, but also Freddy's Gay Bar.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to pick one.
I'm gonna go with Steakhouse. Oh my God, I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
It's Freddy's Gay Bar.
You're a
What? What
It's-
questions am I on?
you are in
6?
5. This is
5,
your 5th one.
Wow. Yeah, Anchor said Freddy's Gay Bar. Sad day.
Yeah.
Duke of Wellington.
Duke of Wellington.
Michelle just said gay. Duke of Wellington. Duke is like, that's a cool guy though. Like he's the Duke, right? Or is that the
Duke.
dude?
The dude.
That's the dude. Okay. Wellington is a cut of steak though, correct?
Yeah, I think it is. Now you got me hungry.
Yeah, I want a steak. I'm gonna go steakhouse. Oh, I'm wrong again.
Oh, no.
I'm getting all the hard ones.
You're a failure.
Another funny joke there. He's getting all the hard ones.
Man. Okay, next one, Stonewall.
Stonewall. If you get this wrong, you should never play this game again.
Why do you say that? Stonewall.
Dr. Brown wants to know if any of them are both. And I guess they could be, right? I mean, a gay bar could serve steak.
It could. Yeah,
Right.
what's stopping a gay bar from serving food?
But a steak house is typically not... Like, if a place is a steakhouse, it wouldn't be gay. But I guess there could be, like, a steakhouse in a certain part of town or in a certain city where it's just kind of known as the gay hangout. But isn't that the same with all bars? Gay bars are not really, like... I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not actually gay. I just play one on a podcast. So...
I think I feel gay bar for this one. Hey, I'm right.
Congratulations.
Oops.
You're a failure.
I played the wrong one.
Oh, excuse me.
I played the wrong
Excuse
one.
me.
Sorry, I played the right one for you. Stonewall was the big gay protest in the 70s or 80s, or I don't even remember what it was. It was in San Francisco. There was a big gay thing called Stonewall. So that's why I said that one's easy.
Oh yeah, I was definitely around at that time. I should have known.
Yeah, well, you weren't around during the Civil War either, but you should know about that.
Maybe, maybe not. Stockyards Restaurant. I'm gonna just say straight up steakhouse. It's a restaurant. Hey, I was right.
Oh, all right. I might have got that one wrong.
Correct.
Good. I'm on 8. It's number 8.
Yes.
Okay, this one's a tough one. Juicy Lucy's.
To me, that seems easy.
Yeah, but is it? Is it what you think it is? Juicy Lucy's.
But like I said, I don't want to help you, so I have my reasons why I would pick.
A steak could be juicy. I'm gonna go gay bar. God, I was wrong. Wow.
See, I would have went with
Wow.
I would have went with Steakhouse
Congratulations. You're a failure.
because Juicy Lucy, gay guys wouldn't have Lucy in the name. It's a girl's name. That's where you failed.
Yeah. All right.
All right, you're on number 9.
Okay. Woodward Cocktail Bar.
How do you spell Woodward?
WOODWARD.
Woodward Cocktail Bar.
Hmm.
I think I know.
Cocktail bar. You don't really call a cocktail bar a steakhouse. I'm gonna go gay bar. Hey, I was right.
Yep, I would have went with gay bar.
Correct.
Oh man, this is tough. Last one.
This is the last one, and unfortunately, Steve, you cannot win. I got 7 right. You're at 5.
A little
So-
way to make me feel like crap.
We could give you a bonus question.
No, I'm just gonna do the triple George.
The Triple George. That's a dunk. That's an easy one.
The
Jeez.
triple George.
That's
I'm calling
so
the
easy.
triple George.
That's stupid easy.
Is it? I'm gonna go with gay bar. I was wrong.
Whoa,
It
I would have been wrong
was
too.
Congratulations. You're
It
a
was a
failure.
steakhouse.
I would have went with gay bar myself. So
The triple George.
Triple
is a
George.
steakhouse.
yeah,
Oh, you were just in Seattle. What do you think about this one, just for funsies? Seattle Eagle Tavern.
Seattle Eagle Tavern. They had pretty good drinks, and I didn't notice a lot of gay people there, so I would go with steakhouse.
You went to the Seattle Eagle Tavern?
Of course, just like I went to that one in New
You're
Orleans.
saying steakhouse?
Steakhouse, yeah.
Oh, you're so wrong.
Ah, dang.
Oh, the Seattle Eagle
Dang.
Tavern is a gay bar.
Actually, I knew that, but I'm like, if I keep getting these right, I'm never gonna live it down. So
That's we could probably save our video for next week.
no, hell no.
But
But
I
what?
want to end on something. I want to end on something that'll make us all feel good.
Well, let's
You ready for this?
we could do the video. We got
Okay,
time. We
all
got
right.
time.
We'll do both. We'll do both.
We're gonna play. Now I have to correct you a little bit on this. You were a little bit incorrect about how these videos are done.
Wait. Don't do the video yet.
Okay.
I want to do. Wait, but I wasn't correct. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm proving it wrong in a second.
Okay.
Uh,
Sorry.
So,
I'm
my
an
wife
ass.
for the past couple weeks have been combining with her other coworkers to purchase lotto tickets, like a bunch of them for the Mega Millions or whichever one it is. I don't know. I just give her money and say do it because it sounds like a good idea because you have a higher chance of winning it and then splitting it amongst everyone. All right.
Mhm.
It's been a couple weeks and we won $10, so that's pretty good. Although we've probably lost a little bit more than that because $3 3 times a week. So yeah, we definitely lost more than that. But something that has made me feel good about money and how I'll never attain it is yesterday Jeff Bezos made a lot of money. Have you seen this?
Yeah, it was like in the billions, right?
He made $13 billion in one day.
For those that don't know who Jeff Bezos is, he's the guy who started Amazon, right? Or the CEO of Amazon.
Yes.
Right.
Also CEO of all the money in the world.
$13 billion in
in
one day.
one day, bro. One day.
Hmm.
How is that possible? I was too angry to look into how it was possible. But I just don't understand how one person can make that much money. Like $1 billion is something we'll never see ever.
But what is
that would be? It's possible.
was it?
But we'll never see it.
Did he earn that personally? Like that's money he can just put in his personal bank account, or that's what his business earned? 'Cause there's a
They
difference.
said that his net worth rose by $13 billion.
Okay, well that's a
I'm not
little
sure what that
different.
is.
It's still insanely rich, but
Yeah.
someone's net worth includes their company that they own.
Okay.
Which
'cause it
costs
says
money
something
to
about
run.
Like 100 he is now has 189 billion dollars or something like that.
Yeah, and ironically, he's a big supporter of BLM and some of these people that are protesting, and a lot of the Amazon stores and trucks have been getting hit. So it's irony.
He's worth 189 billion dollars.
Billion. So is this the feel good story you're supposed to end on?
Yes, because
I'm not feeling good.
No, it's supposed to make you feel bad. But
oh,
good for him.
oh yeah, good for him. That's awesome. I'd settle for half that cash.
Yeah, like, how is that humanly possible to make $13 billion? Someone said that is over $500 million per hour, $9 million per minute, $150,000 per second.
Who can the guy even hang out with? You know what I mean?
know, right?
How do you even have
Like-
friends? How much do you make? How much do you make an hour? Oh, $48 million an hour. What do you make? Well, I make like 1,000.
There's just a point where you make so much money, and it's like, well, what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point?
I'm
You should go around and be Santa Claus. I would go around and be Santa Claus.
I'm suppressing my I'm suppressing my newfound hysterical conspiracy theory thoughts. I'm suppressing them. I won't speak them. I'm not going to speak them because
hold them.
In a parting thought on that front, I realized a lot of it was just it's fun and it is sometimes exciting to feel like you know something someone else doesn't or that the masses don't know. And then I realized, you know what? If any of this is true, it's going to come out. So, but I won't be able to say I told you so. That's the downside. But if it's not true, which it's most of it's probably not, then I don't look like an idiot if I keep my mouth shut.
But then you can say, I told you so.
I told you so, mofos.
I don't know what GDP is, but...
Gross domestic product.
Okay. So he made more than the GDP of almost 80 countries.
Right, I was going to say, it's more than most countries earn.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's that's life, right?
True.
But see, I can't do this, Steve.
I just say, if I had that much money, I would be Santa Claus. I would full time go around and I would change my name. I would be Santa Claus.
But Santa Claus was white.
Why you calling me? I'm right.
Well,
that's all you can think of, huh?
That would be really cool to be able to give away money and make other people's lives better. But can you imagine the life he has to lead? Like, he can't just go out in public. He just can't. How would you even know if anybody was your friend? You know what I mean?
True.
This is anybody with it.
Get divorced.
Yeah. Of course, you could have anything you want. Anything you want in life. So much so that you would get bored with everything, and then you'd have to. Never mind. We got to end this show. So we'll do the video next week.
I said that.
We're going to play a video. It was probably well over a month ago now. We played the Metallica song where you feed all the, and where you were a little bit off was, the guy just feeds the lyrics to the computer program and it picks the lyrics. The guy recorded the songs himself and played the song, so it's not the music.
I thought the AI formulated the song and the lyrics.
No, just the lyrics. So it formulates.
So the AI takes all the lyrics from their songs,
right, and makes a new song
to the music that he made.
He's just playing the music from the song, from their songs, and singing.
Okay, so it's an actual one of their songs, but the AI creates its own lyrics.
Right, and I on the Metallica song, it's almost sounded like you were right, but then when I listened to this AC/DC, I realized that's not AC/DC playing or singing.
Yeah, it's the AI.
It's just some guy playing it. He says using lyrics, he puts in the database. He made a new song. Now he doesn't say anything about but it's still funny and cool. So next week we're going to listen to This guy who took all the AC/DC lyrics and put them into a generator and made a new song called AIDC Great Balls is the name of it. I loved the Metallica one, and I love this one. It's hilarious too. So we'll check that out next week, a la Steve. And I don't know where we'll be next week as far as what we're going to talk about, Steve, because this world keeps changing. Every week it's like a different world. It's really weird, isn't it?
There was a famous song that says, "Big wheels keep on turning."
Proud Mary, keep on burning. Yep.
And I think that's just as applicable to today as ever.
You are not kidding. You are not kidding. We'll see what's going on next week. I keep thinking that I want to do a Twitter only podcast, just an audio podcast, video podcast on Twitter, because some of the stuff that I'm reading on Twitter and talking about is not just crazy, but funny and conspiratorial and everything. I might do that if you follow me on Twitter at Chuck Jones Show. That might happen. I keep thinking about doing it, and I think, do I really want to? And every time I go to do it, I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't even want to do this podcast. So I love that look. It's the same thing I've talked about before, Steve. It's like I love doing it. It's just a motivation to sit down and do it. And then when I have technical problems, it just gets so frustrating so quick. We lost a video again tonight on Facebook, but I don't care anymore because it seems like I'm still able to chat with people.
Yeah.
So it must be going all right. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, we don't know what we're going to talk about next week, but we are going to play the AC/DC song, Great Balls. So
yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody, on Twitter and not Twitter, on Facebook. Gloria, Michelle, one of our gold members, Michelle was on Facebook tonight, along with one of our gold members on Podbean, Dr. Brown, and, of course, Anchor and Michelle from YouTube. And we appreciate so much you listening to the show. We will be back next week with more fun and frivolity. You've been listening to The Chuck Jones Show. Go to chuckjonesshow.com to listen, download, stream, and subscribe. This podcast is available on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere you listen to podcasts. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Chuck Jones Show. We're live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern in the United States. You can join us on the Podbean app. Until next time, adios, amigos. And I forgot Mario. Mario joined us on Facebook. I have to say that because Mario is hilarious. We could do a whole show on his Facebook posts. He has some of the funniest, rudest Facebook posts, and I don't know where he gets his stuff.
Maybe even get him on the show sometime.
Yeah, Mario, you should come on the show sometime, Mario. You got to, you can call us at 330-474-983. Not tonight because we're done, but it's a free call, I believe, if you got a cell phone. So, yep, appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, YouTube.